This morning I did nothing but cry. I'm like heartbroken. I feel so alone, even though I know I'm not. I just can't believe she would say something like that.
On the new episode of 1,000 Pound Sisters, Amy and Tammy are still upset after everything that went down last episode with Amanda.
I feel like Amanda just threw me out of the house like a piece of trash. I would have never done that to her. Never. And nobody tried to stop it. That is not how family should act. It sucks. I'm done with everybody in this family.
Well, I kind of need. I need people to try. I need people's help. My mental health cannot make everything a competition. If I focus on a competition, it's going to mess up my mental state.
Amy was in tears, and Tammy says she's done with Amanda.
I don't know why they don't respect me. I'm not the stupid sister that they think I am. I've let them do that to me for years.
I never wanted to come home to this. This is not cool no more. She's done crossed too many lines and I'm over it. As far as I care, Amanda's dead to me. I don't have a sister named Amanda anymore. After today, she better not even call me, text me, nothing. I can do much better without her.
Amanda admits that she was partially to blame for the argument, but she says she wants an apology from Tammy.
As far as the house and all that, I know I said that, but that's because she pissed me off. When she got smart with me, on top of the way that she's been treating my children, Tammy done made me mad enough to where I was out for blood, and I said anything to hurt her feelings. Was I wrong? Absolutely. I shouldn't have did that. All of that being said, if she wants to get back on good terms and stay in the house, she would definitely have to apologize to me. For years now, we've allowed Tammy to be some type of way because, poor Tammy, she's fat, she can't do. But now that she's in a different place physically, I'm not excusing that behavior anymore. If she wants to apologize to me, then I'll accept that apology. But I don't need either one of you two interceding on my part.
Amy decided to cook for Amanda as a nice gesture, but her recipe of choice was pretty interesting. She decided to cook white chocolate chip shrimp Alfredo. Yeah, you heard that right.
Like chocolate chips.
I'm truly freaking scared. She made shrimp Alfredo and put chocolate in it. Something's already fat and you're gonna make it even fatter. I'm truly disgusted.
I take the normal and make it weird. The normal is vastly overrated.
So why are you making all this?
Well, you know how Amanda hurt her knee. So I'm gonna cook it. The boys need lunch, and I figured we could take some over to Amanda's so she ain't gonna cook supper tonight.
Tammy was braver than I would have been and gave it a taste test.
What is the tang?
Probably the ranch.
Don't put that nasty. It tastes kind of like Alfredo, but then you get the kick from the sweet white chocolate, and then it's kind of sweet and savory. Would I go back for another plate? Depends on how hungry I am. You taking all your love and the patience and time and effort to make this meal for Amanda. What if she don't even hear you out?
I'm just tired of fighting with people. If she don't hear me out, I'm done.
And Amanda loved it.
That's fire. That is fire, and I'm not kidding. I'm serious. This is good, girl. It reminds me of like a mole.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a chocolate chili sauce. It's in Mexican food.
You don't know how much time. I'm sorry. This is a
Don't
good
cry,
tear.
girl.
It's good tears because y'all know how y'all always say, I can't cook, I can't
I
burn
don't say
water.
that, babe.
No, Chris, mostly. So I'm trying to prove that I can do it just like y'all. I just make it weirder.
Honey, you don't have to do anything to impress me. I admire you. You are my little sister. To hell with everybody else.
Chris is contemplating where Tammy should live amid her feud with Amanda, and he admitted that she has a complicated history when it comes to living with the family.
Tammy has lived with everybody just about in the family at some point. Starting way back 20 years ago almost, when she was living with me. She didn't like things that was going on in my house. She moves out and goes on to live with Amanda. They got into it, and Tammy ended up moving back home with Mom. Lived there until, I guess Tammy and Mom got into a fight. Then she moved out to Dixon with Amy, and we all know how that ended. And then Tammy moved in next door to Amy, and that had its own set of issues altogether. So Tammy does have a history of problems when it comes to living with family.
He took her to his property next door, and she wasn't exactly impressed.
We walk in this house and we see a lawnmower and some ugly-ass green carpet. It looks like it's been there since the 70s. And not to mention there's a hole in the ceiling. And Chris is like, it just needs a little cleaning. A little.
Couple days of drywall work will fix the ceiling. When I signed the paperwork, everything that was left in the house become my property. So I got a free lawnmower out of it too. You can't beat it. Just keep your mind open is what.
I hope Chris can finish everything in 30 days, but I don't know much about, like, construction. It's like speaking Chinese to me or a different language because I don't understand.
Tammy was worried about being a burden to Chris and ended up in tears.
I feel like I'm causing y'all problems, and I don't want that. I love y'all both, and I don't want to be a problem no more. I'm sorry.
Tammy starts getting upset and talking about she don't want to be a burden. But let's be honest, she's put herself in this situation. She could have been the bigger grown-up and talked it out with Amanda. But she is the most stubborn person I've ever met. And we all know history has a tendency to repeat itself.